The Queen stage of the Tour de France has never been without mountains. Sometimes the financial stakes are really high, the assumed risks significant, the company's reputation potentially at stake, or the adherence to internal compliance programs not beyond all doubt. If your company depends on intellectual property, if any lending or credits must be within the defined funding structures and strategies, or if your business is highly regulated, senior management or executives want to be closely involved. More complex agreements require more attention. Cyclists should probably not attack on the first mountain, and the tour organization needs to prevent that a cyclist takes a wrong turning of the road. Your company should never be exposed to irresponsible risks, not without adequate coverage. That's a challenge. Not everyone recognizes all risks inherent to closing a deal, setting up a partnership, or a distribution channel. Risks may be of all kinds: commercial, financial, regulatory, tax, legal, or merely operational. Lack of internal controls or failing risk management may lead to loss-making contracts or even betting the company. And even if business models and corporate policies are clearly defined, they are still challenged for a unique business opportunity, and they continuously evolve. A Tour de France stage is a circus where everyone has their own role and place. Before the start, ahead of the peloton, during the race, at the finish line, and afterwards. Internal controls affect the entire contracting cycle. This means multiple checks being carried out by various stakeholders. Contracts are sometimes drafted or negotiated by one single person, too inexperienced to negotiate the right terms or too eager to close the deal. It's a challenge to have your people apply all business models, corporate policies, rules on ethical conduct, integrity, and CSR consistently. You want to give your people as much responsibility and freedom as possible, but in compliance with the rules. The larger your organization, the more challenging it is to get everyone to appear in the race on time. Executives who are end responsible should be involved in time, but not too early. A poor compliance program may contain loopholes and does not prevent errors. It's probably not simple, not self-explanatory, and may even be inefficient. If rules are interpreted subjectively and enforced arbitrarily, your cyclists will go on strike. Rules and procedures take away efficiency. If internal controls and risk management are not complied with smoothly and naturally, avoidance of rules is the result. An entrepreneurial but inexperienced co-worker might award a contract under any terms because closing the deal quickly is good for his career. An eager employee might jump at an exciting opportunity for a promising collaboration, even though the partner's track record is patently unfit. If contracts are signed without proper limitation of liability, your colleagues may bet the company without even knowing it. If processes are inadequate or poorly monitored, incidents may become structural. Too many incidents expose the company's reputation. In an over-controlled organization, people feel oppressed and unfree to act. With lack of autonomy and flow, your people come to a halt. With too much freedom and failing controls, they might assume unacceptable risks. You want the cyclists to use the best materials. The course should be on new roads, no gravel. Proper internal controls and effective risk management safeguard your company, should be automated and without obstacles. A perfectly accelerated contracting flow is simple, self-explanatory, and exceptionally efficient. Simple, because it is immediately crystal clear who needs to approve a transaction or who gets involved after selecting a Q&A option. Self-explanatory, because adopting and enforcing policies are an inherent part of the process design and any approvable deviations are automatically highlighted. Exceptionally efficient, because all actions are automated without unnecessary or untimely involvement of senior executives and all communication is stored alongside the contracts. Communications among all stakeholders use state-of-the-art technology, not email. Getting senior management involved in the transaction at the right moment to give timely feedback, not saying what others could have said, only to see what is relevant, to check what they must check. An effective workflow accelerates your business, minimizes project management and coordination efforts, automates manual work, gives easy one-click status overviews of pending transactions, motivates employees, reduces the contract cycle, improves quality of work, and minimizes risks. It facilitates developing business models and corporate policies and creates awareness of rules on ethical conduct, integrity, and CSR. Where do these problems and their consequences come from? Not everyone can recite all business models and corporate policies, and not everyone is incentivized by rules on ethical conduct, integrity, and CSR. Enforcing such rules and policies is impossible if they are not automated, interpreted subjectively, or enforced arbitrarily. Errors are more likely to occur where policies and rules are undefined, informal, or subjective, or where a corporate relies too much on an individual's sense of responsibility. Correcting errors requires a lot of energy. A flat tire can ruin your chances of success. Accelerated contracting means automated workflows to involve the right people at the right time that apply naturally. Risk management, internal controls, and a framework to communicate easily.